I am not taking personal readings at this time. Please do not get scammed by people posing as me in the comments section. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. So today's reading is a pick a card all about your life's purpose. And it's basically inspired by this upcoming new moon in Leo happening July 28th. And because we just recently stepped into Leo season, it's kind of like the sun is having its very own solar return or birthday in a sense, astrologically, cosmically. So this is basically like a revolution for our ego and conscious and the collective. And this brings a renewed sense of clarity and direction and purpose and self-image. And I want to use that energy to tap into info surrounding your life's purpose, because I know that that's like such a big idea for so many of us. Is just like, why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? So I love looking into energy and readings and messages like this. And so basically in each pile, the way that I set this up, we'll be looking into a specific field or niche regarding your life's purpose. So basically, if your life's purpose manifested itself into a career or a profession, what would that industry be or look like? We'll also be looking into the most important thing that you need to know about your life's purpose. I pulled some cards concerning your inner child, what it wants to tell you about your life's purpose and how to complete it, as well as we even looked into a little bit of past life similarities, themes, common themes and connections, things like that. Anything that could have carried over from your past life into this one, I kind of briefly looked into. This is an energy reading, so the information, I have to say, should resonate as things that you know, can sense, relate to, or remember. Disregard any new information and any messages that simply don't resonate. I posted a lot of content about the Leo new moon over on Patreon. We did a deep dive into the horoscope for the new moon in Leo because, like I said, this is one of the biggest cosmic events of the year since the sun is returning to its home sign. And also, I did a Celtic cross spread on the Leo new moon and a pick a card kind of inspired by the new moon in Leo. That is a message from your future self, just advice, different things that you need to know, and how things are drastically changing in your future. So all of that is over on Patreon. If you're interested in that, you can check the links down below in the description for access to the different tiers. So let's just jump into the disclaimers in the meditation. Now, obviously, this is a general reading, so it will resonate with who it is meant to resonate with. Tarot does not control or dictate your life, so if you hear something you don't like and think that you're just glued to that reality, then you are not using my readings correctly. My readings are for confirmation and not answers. So please realize at the end of the day, your free will and what you do with it will determine your outcome, not a pick a card reading on YouTube. So you have to be responsible and accountable for yourself and only use this as a guide to help decipher the messages your spiritual team has been trying to send you all along. For those of you that want to participate in this meditation, this is a general reading for the collective, so you have to be synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that and to help you select a pile with your third eye and not your physical ones, I'm going to be offering a 60-second meditation. Halfway into that meditation, I will be placing crystals for my clairvoyants that like to pick piles with objects on them. And after the clairvoyant pile selection, there will be a clairaudient selection where I play a different tone for each pile, and you can select a pile based off of which tone resonates with you the most. If you are drawn to another pile, that's because there may be another message for you in that pile. So if you're ready, get into a relaxed position, become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet and working that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, the universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self so you can receive confirming messages about your life's purpose. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. On pile 1 is smoky quartz. On pile 2 is selenite. On pile 3 is black tourmaline. All right, pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we are going to be starting off with your tarot cards down here because we are looking into your life's purpose. So there's a few different questions that I am zoning in on in regards to your purpose, your life's work. So these two cards right here will be representing what field or niche might be involved in your life's purpose, like essentially how your life's purpose may manifest as like a career or a profession and what industry that may be in. The cards in the middle here will be showing me the most important thing that you need to know about your life's purpose, so some advice in here. And then these cards over here, the final cards, will kind of be like an inner child reading, what your inner child wants to tell you about your life's purpose to help you complete it. And then we may even look into your past life a little bit. Well, we will be pulling a few cards on your past life. So let's just get started with these tarot cards right here. What field or niche might be involved in your life's work? And so we have here, we've got the 7 of Wands and the 4 of Wands in reverse. So with your 7 of Wands and 4 of Wands in reverse. So with the 4 of Wands in reverse, you may be in a real estate development, selling homes, flipping homes, home renovation, interior decorating, anything regarding the home space with the 4 of Wands in reverse. You could work in maybe like maintenance or repair or something like that when it comes to the home, or just buildings in general maybe. But the 4 of Wands, it talks about the ideal home or community. In reverse, it can indicate a need for that home or community to be fixed up in some way to make it ideal, desirable, or valuable once again, to kind of return it to its state of beauty in a sense. So this could be community work, and in a larger scale, this could have to do with planet Earth herself, getting involved with climate change. For me, this feels like you working possibly like fighting with the Seven of Wands right here to preserve something that you sense is valuable or sacred or one of a kind even. So maybe like preserving antiques, studying them. Seven of Wands feels like this could have to do with combat too in some way, since this is the card of defense. So your life purpose, it could be associated with like high stress situations. Something about this reminds me of the military a little bit, running towards the danger instead of like away from it. So this could be along the lines of like armed forces, the justice system, police, firefighters, some sort of maybe like rescue personnel. Seven of Wands, rescue and retrieval, something like that. But the Seven of Wands is as competitive as it is a fighter. So your life's purpose could have to do with anything from very important or high profile cases to even something like sports, and having some sort of athletic ability. The combo of both of these cards that I'm seeing here as well, between the Four of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Wands upright, could also be detailing your talent and saving homes, marriages, families, communities, maybe through counseling or therapy in some way. You could even have a love for cars and racing or climbing in heights, as well as, I have to mention it, but you may be a visual artist because we have two Wands cards here. And Wands is very passionate, inspired, enthusiastic, and it's all because of this vision. And it's all because of this vision or dream that they are working to bring to life, which could make this field for you very exciting. So let's pull a couple of oracle cards to see what additional messages come through about the field surrounding your life's purpose. Let's get a couple from here. Okay, so we have here mistakes. Yeah, see, so some sort of like repairs. That's what I was picking up with the Four of Wands in reverse. It says a past mistake left you financially insecure and unsure what to do. Your current financial situation was your own doing. Accept responsibility for it. Learn from your mistakes and let it go. You will get through it. This could be like financially helping people. So helping people that have made financial mistakes or bad past financial decisions. Maybe it's like working with people like accounting or working with people's credit, working with like foreclosure cases, stuff like that. Let's see, let's get an, oh, wait, hold on. That was two new cards. Well, actually, let's just flip this over and see. We have offering. The universe will meet all your needs. Consider having a money altar. Call upon your spirit guides and angels to assist you during this time. Just wanted to read that for you guys because the other kind of fell out on its own. But let's see. Let's get one more. And then we have here, we've got justice. Something in your life needs to be brought into alignment in your life. Your career may be in law. Look at that, such as police, military, and courts, or the criminal justice. Be sure to be honest and ethical in money matters or you'll face the consequences. So this kind of is confirming the messages that I got where you could be involved in the military or like with police or the justice system, stuff like that. Underneath the deck, we have here unethical. Unethical behavior can lead to some serious consequences. Someone is stealing or lying to you about money. Don't sacrifice your morals for money. So this could even be as well, like, I don't know why, but with this unethical card, I'm kind of picking up, like I said earlier, you may be even helping like couples, or that could even be like you helping organizations that are having financial issues, and you come in there and what do they call those? Financial investigators or something like that, I think. Isn't it financial investigators? I forget. But it could be something like that where you come in and maybe you help a business that's been failing because of finances, and you're hired to find out like what's happening with the money, where's it going, like what are we spending, what are we doing wrong. So it could even be something like that as well. Now let's get to these cards here in the middle. So let's see the most important thing that you need to know about your life's purpose and advice for your life's purpose. And so we have here, we've got the Queen of Swords, okay, and the Eight of Pentacles. So Queen of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. So you guys, with this, yes, definitely your life's purpose. More confirmation here. Your life's purpose is definitely surrounding some sort of fast-paced energy. Most of the time it's going to feel fast-paced and demanding, and like there's no days off for you when it comes to your life's purpose manifested in the form of like a career or a profession. Either there's no days off because of how demanding it is. You could be the manager or boss wearing several different hats, or this could be the type of job. Like I heard that some nurses work like 12-hour days for 4 days and then they're off for 3 days or something like that. I don't know if that's how it works. Correct me in the comments. But it could be something like that, or like firefighters. I heard they're like on for 3 days, off for 4 days or something. But yeah, your job could detail something like that, where the schedule is not your typical like 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and it seems like it's easy for work to follow you home as well. It's almost like it literally follows you home, like it gets in the car with you, and and as you're driving home, work is driving home with you as well. So it seems like it's very easy for work to seep into your home life as well, or for your schedule to change from day to day, depending on what happens and what comes in. Eight of Coins supports the idea that, yeah, this profession for you will be quite demanding, and at times you may have to force yourself to stop working. Queen of Swords is saying the most important thing you need to know about your life's purpose as your profession is boundaries, okay? That's so important for you. You may lack a specific schedule that people can depend on, right? So it's like, it feels as though, let's say like you're in a relationship and your partner is like, hey, what time should we go to dinner? Or what time should I make reservations for dinner tomorrow? With these cards here, what I'm seeing, what I'm picking up energetically, you wouldn't be able to answer that. You wouldn't be able to tell them 6 and be able to depend on making that reservation in time, because things with your profession and your life's work, it just seems like they change from moment to moment with this profession here. So Queen of Swords is saying you have to make some really strict boundaries, even with yourself. Do not prioritize work over what is important, like sleep or your health and the loved ones in your life. Make time to live, pile 1. That's important, because work or your life's purpose could become an obsession without balance, okay? So that's very, very important for you guys. Let's see, let's just pull a couple of life's purpose cards here, just to see most important thing to know about your life's purpose, some additional messages. All right. This one slid out. So we have here music. So music could also be that as well. Oh yeah, I mentioned you guys may be artists somehow, but it says your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. So music may be a thing for you. Let's see, let's get one more. Then we also have builder. And it says your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. Yeah, like I said, maybe you guys working like renovating homes, constructing them, building them, engineering them, maybe drawing up blueprints and stuff like that with this builder card here. And then we have options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So you guys are my pile where it's like your career, your profession, it spans into like a lot of different industries. It may be kind of hard to pinpoint or narrow it down with the cards and the energies here, because you guys are very, it seems like either multi-talented or multi-faceted in some way when it comes to your life's work, or your life's work may just like evolve over time. Now let's get one card here with some additional messages regarding advice on your life's work and life's purpose. All right, so we have synchronicity. Watch out for synchronicities. Watch out for signs. A lot of the times you may wonder what's best, like how to really balance. Yeah, look, she's holding scales. Like I said, with the Queen of Swords, this is all about balance, having boundaries, and understanding that it's like work cannot seep into every department of your life. Otherwise, it could start to like rule your life in a way, and cause a lot of imbalances. So make sure you're watching out for synchronicities and signs where it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do? We have here karmic completion underneath the deck. So I feel like a lot of you guys as well, in terms of like the most important messages regarding your life's work, is a lot of you guys in my pile 1s are on track to complete this karmic mission or cycle, because our life's purpose in a lot of ways, it is pretty karmic. It's something that carries over from past lives, which is what we're going to kind of look into with this question right here, and also pulling some information from your inner child, because the inner child is always connected to what it's supposed to do in life. We usually know when we're children, and then we just get conditioned into believing there are certain limitations around our potential and what we're able to do with our life. So let's just hear from your inner child and see what we can pull up or bring up from your past life as well. So the cards that we have here, we have the Chariot, then we have the Devil in reverse, and then we have the Hermit. So with the Chariot, the Hermit, and Devil in reverse, it's interesting because your inner child was like all major arcana cards for you. There's an idea your inner child may have clung to about feeling helpless growing up. You may have seen or witnessed a tragedy, but maybe couldn't do anything to help her stop it. You may have witnessed addiction around you growing up, with a parent of yours or someone very close to you, or someone very close to you as a child could have suffered from severe mental health problems. And you may have tried to either block it out. You could have thought it was normal. There's a sense for some, with this Devil card in reverse right here, there's a sense for some of you that you feel like you didn't get to have a proper childhood, and that's why you love building or decorating or renovating and selling homes. Life may have felt unstable to you in some ways growing up, which made you extremely independent with this Hermit card right here. And it also normalized, in some sense, high stress realities and situations. So you may not see yourself as independent, but more so along the lines of like, I do what I have to do, especially when my back is against the wall with this Devil card in reverse right here. You may have harbored a lot as a child as well. Whatever may have been happening around you or at home, you didn't talk about it with other people. With this Hermit card over here, you held on to it with this Chariot card, and it just kind of developed into its own thing. You kind of developed your own morals and motives behind this. And the Devil card is in reverse because your inner child is telling you you can release the stress. The past does not have to have a hold on you anymore. Those same demons, vices, issues, patterns that you felt powerless to does not have to be a part of this next chapter for you, especially since you know exactly who your shadow is with this Hermit card here, or you have taken a really good look at your childhood, your past, and any demons that you felt powerless to. You have studied the darkness in your life or in your past, and you know where it came from. You even knew as a child, but now you are starting to understand it. And there's a difference between the two. There's a huge difference between knowing and understanding something. And there's a new beginning for you, and the devil will not be a part of it. Because Chariot upright says you wash over your own past almost like a large wave. So it's like it's something that doesn't necessarily reign supreme in your life. Sorry, you guys, I had a phone call. But yes, basically that message from your inner child concerning the Chariot, Hermit, Devil in reverse, basically you were always meant to, or it was always in your destiny to overcome this Devil card with the Chariot right here. Chariot is definitely the card of being a conqueror, being a victor, and nothing stands in the Chariot's way, not even the devil. It just doesn't happen that way. So you guys were always meant to overcome some really big things in your life, some really impactful moments in your life that may have stayed with you for a while, but you were always destined to overcome that. And I think that's why you carry a lot of this sort of energy into your life's purpose. Oh, look at what is sticking out of, I didn't even notice that. This was sticking out of, what, did I miss that? Okay, creative expression was also sticking out. It says your soul longs to express itself creatively. That's why I picked up. Some of you guys may be an artist. Okay, so let's get a message here from your inner child, and then pull a couple of past life oracle cards just to see what we get in terms of your energy. So, message from your inner child about your life's purpose. Okay, it says here, a time to remember. A photograph can be a powerful tool. on your inner child journey. What we feel for our inner child can be addressed as we look at images of our younger self. Create space to look through the photographs of your childhood. Gaze at each image and practice sending love, acceptance, forgiveness, or whatever you need to the little you. So time to remember you, to remember yourself. And then it's like, I'm trying to see what's underneath the deck, but hold on, this card doesn't, okay. And then we also have here, keep your word. Our inner child has always been sensitive to a promise broken, a desire disregarded, and a hope lost. It is paramount that we show consistency with ourselves and do what we say we will do, particularly when it involves our inner child. Start with something easy and practice consistency by keeping your word today. Okay. So what it sounds like with this, a time to remember, is it sounds like you guys are definitely reclaiming narratives with your inner child, or by exploring the inner child, by looking back into your childhood and your past. It's like you guys are definitely reclaiming a narrative. And I think this is why I kind of like saw the image of the ocean, or like a wave washing over your past or your childhood. So it's like you guys are just reclaiming the narrative or rewriting the story from the past, from your childhood. Okay, let's see what past life cards we get. This is kind of just for fun. But we have here authority figures. So authority figures may have been an issue for you in your past life. And if you don't believe in reincarnation, then authority figures could have been an issue for you when just growing up in your childhood. You may have like rebelled against authority figures. And it's more than likely because that's also what you did in your past life. Okay, let's see what we have here. Spirituality and religion. So some of you guys as well, your life's work has to do with spirituality and religion. I'm going to show you guys these 3 cards, but they didn't flip over, so I'm not going to keep them out. Then we also have here persecution and inquisition, ships and imprisonment, or slavery. So yeah, things could have gotten a little sticky for you. And then we have karmic relationship underneath the deck. Things could have gotten a little bit sticky in your past life. You know how sticky it gets. It might have gotten a little bit, if you were challenging like whoever was running shit in your past life, and you were just like a rebellious figure with this Chariot, Hermit, and the Devil card in reverse. You guys were definitely rebellious figures in your past life. And, things may have went down in the past. You may have been a real life gangster in your past life, just challenging the system, challenging authority, challenging things that just didn't make sense. And you may have been a little bit of a thorn in the side to whoever was in charge in your past life. But this is all that I'm seeing, pile 1, in terms of just different information, answers, bits of advice, insight, and clarity into your life's work and your life's purpose. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, you guys stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, pile 2, welcome to your reading. So we are starting off with your tarot cards, and then I'm going to be pulling additional oracle cards on camera to look into your life's purpose. So I've got 2 cards to answer 3 different questions today. The first cards are going to be answering the question, what specific field or niche might be involved with your life's purpose. So if your life's purpose manifested into a career or a profession, what might that industry be in or look like? The cards in the middle will be showing me the most important thing that you need to know regarding your life's purpose. And then the cards all the way over here to the right will be showing me what your inner child wants to tell you about your life's purpose to help you complete it, okay? And then we'll also be looking into a little bit of some themes that could have carried over from your past life into this one. So let's just get started with what specific field or niche might be involved with your life's purpose. And the cards that we have here is, I think I flipped this over, but we have the 2 of Swords in reverse and then the Knight of Cups. And I think I flipped it over because it kind of did this. So I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure if this was reverse or upright, but I'll just read it like this, kind of like without a direction. So the thing that I'm seeing with you, pile 2 is the field of psychology, studying and being intrigued by the mind with this Two of Swords. With the Knight of Cups, this could even be like behavioral studies because the Knight of Cups is very good at neutralizing situations that are like neutralizing kind of like challenging situations because of how charming the Knight of Cups is. So the Knight of Cups is literally like the idea of like passing someone an olive branch in a sense. But yeah, so there could also as well be a focus on children with your life's work. I'm seeing language as well with the Knight of Swords because Knight of Swords, again, like I said, he's very charming and he usually brings peace offerings, but he has to know how to communicate with the other party. And he's good at that. Like he doesn't always know everything about the other party, but he's still good at getting across his point that, hey, I am here only to bring peace, only to bring this friendly cup to you. And so he's very good at communicating that. So there could be an interest in language, old languages, ancient studies. The Two of Swords as well is a card of mental anguish or anxiety because they can't make a decision. So your life's work could revolve around settling people's minds. A lot of energy work though, I'm seeing. A lot of energy work with you. It could be more like I said, getting into psychology, studying the brain, kind of like psychoanalysis. Is that what it's called? I'm not sure. But it could be that. As well as though too, I feel like you guys study consciousness a lot. Because I'm just picking up a lot of energy work with you. Anything like yoga or Reiki, any type of healing work, where maybe you're even using your words to heal people, using your intentions to heal people. I see it's different for everyone when it comes to you. Like you might do Reiki for a specific patient of yours today, and tomorrow a new patient walks in and it's an entirely different medicinal practice that you use when it comes to energy work though. And so it's like some of you may be involved in the actual medical industry. Some of you may study blood. I don't know why I just saw that with this Two of Swords in reverse. Study blood, maybe study, I don't know, DNA, study things found in blood. There's something like a microscope or blood that I'm seeing with this Two of Swords in reverse for some reason. It's just, it's random. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Maybe because the swords kind of look like needles or something though too. Or maybe like whatever surgeons use to like cut things like a scalpel. It could be that too with these two swords. They just look very sharp. This looks very spiritually focused to me. You may have a lot of old healing techniques that got passed down to you from another healer in your family because it seems like it could run in the family. This type of work may have you traveling around quite a bit and learning about different healing practices and modalities, how to use plant medicine. So you may travel to a lot of remote places to learn about this. And there's kind of a merging of like science here and consciousness. Now, some of you as well, you may be into photography with this Knight of Cups. I'm just going to start shuffling for some of your oracle cards regarding your life's work and your life's purpose. I just see what additional things come out for you guys. We have offering. Wait, offering came out for the last pile too. It says, the universe will meet all of your needs. Consider having a money altar. Call upon your spirit guides and angels to assist you during this time. That's very interesting. That kind of feels like a separate message for you. But maybe some of you guys, maybe some of you guys' work is going to rely on offerings from other people, kind of like a Six of Pentacles situation where it's like you rely on maybe investment, or maybe you rely on other people's resources in order to do the work that you're meant to do in this life with this offering card right here. Some of you, this could have something to do with maybe starting some sort of maybe a nonprofit organization for this offering card to come up. But I'm also seeing photography with your Knight of Cups as well. Photography could be a thing for some of you guys, just capturing a moment. Let's see what we get. We have here transporter. Yeah, this card is a good indicator that things will start moving for you rather quickly. Like I said, you guys traveling a lot. Oh, a career in transportation, such as travel, driving, or shipping, could appeal to you. So maybe you guys are going to have a career where you're traveling, or it's involved in travel. It says a career in transportation, such as travel, driving, or shipping, could appeal to you. You could travel for work, or perhaps you need to take action on a financial matter. Yeah, like I said, you guys, it seems like you would be the ones to travel for work, especially when it came to learning about different healing practices. Underneath the deck here, we have stability. Your financial future promises to be stable and prosperous. Take control of your finances to create stability in your life. Excellent time to take action on any money-related ventures. So you will need a stable income, or so your life's purpose will provide stability and a stable income for you. This could also be indicating that you're going to be using a lot of maybe savings or your own money when it comes to exploring this part of your life's work, for sure. Now let's look into the most important thing for you to know regarding your life's purpose. So let's see what we've got here. We've got the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. And then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Pile 2, you won't be able to heal everyone. If you are a healer, you won't be able to heal everyone of everything. And that may really weigh on you because you believe in the power of healing. And there will be times, especially if you're a healer or a spiritual healer, that you have to remember that all you can do is just offer your expertise, your guidance, heal to the best of your abilities, and allow the all or God to do the rest. The sixth Hermetic principle is coming to mind for you. The law of cause and effect. And the way that law is stated is every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. So it's an excerpt from the Clairvoyant. It's a very powerful book. But that law is all about realizing everything that exists and everything that happens, the things that we can't explain, the blessings, the accidents, the tragedies, the miracles, the things that we don't understand how A led to B. Everything that is happening is under the will of God. Whether God is willing these things to happen or not, there are certain healing practices that may not work for some, and you won't have the answer. It's important to not question yourself and your life's work. This could lead to you questioning yourself and your life's purpose. Well, am I supposed to be doing this? Am I actually making a difference? If what I truly believe in only applies or only works for some people, that could be very frustrating for you. Like I said, it's important not to question yourself with the Six of Cups in reverse, which is confirmation to me that you've been somewhat tapped into your life's purpose since a very young age. Even if you didn't know this would be your path eventually, you were learning and soaking in a lot of knowledge since you were young. And many of my pile 2s know your purpose or have a good idea as to what it is, or you've been doing it for some time. So there's a level of comfort that you have with your purpose that most don't, because you may have been aware of it or doing it for a while. But this makes it so much heavier when you feel like you haven't or cannot help someone heal. It's important for you to know that it's not because of you. There's a higher power enacting its own will, which no one understands or knows the details of, not one soul. So it's getting comfortable with the fact that you are working in a realm that involves so many moving parts. And I would say a good 90% of those moving parts are happening in the realms unseen and realms unknown. It's like happening in realms and dimensions that we aren't even aware of that exist. So you are simply not to blame. And try not to put too much pressure on yourself. And I know that's much easier said than done when you are the one that obviously develops this personal connection to the people that you're helping, assisting, and healing. And you get very attached to their healing. And some of you definitely work in the medical industry, or you're some type of healer, because some of you have even lost patients before. And it really stuck with you. It's heavy, and you carried it, but you didn't lose them because you did or did not do something. It was the will of something higher. Everything happens for a reason, and that can be very frustrating for some people because we like to know those reasons, but we're human. We're not meant to know all the reasons. There's a reason that we're in the third dimension. Third dimensional beings can only see but so much of everything that's happening. And the higher you get in the dimensions, the more of a perspective you have where you can see more angles. There's a reason that you're a third dimensional being, and there's a reason that you are allowed to be released of this pressure that you have to provide this healing to everyone. When at the end of the day, the Most High called you to do what you're doing, what a lot of my pile twos are already doing. And just believe in that and find some solace in that if you can. And that's just the only explanation that we have sometimes. It's just everything happens for a reason and we don't know what that is. Let me get let me flip this over. Let's get some life purpose cards for you. See what else is coming through. All right, so we've got animals, and it says you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are a part of your life's work. Beautiful. So some of you guys, you may even be working with animals. And then we have here infinite abundance. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. I love that. Like I was sort of getting with offering right here. It's that like some of you guys, some of your work may require you to be dependent on what other people can give or invest, but you guys are going to have infinite abundance that you have this like access to in order to complete your work. So it's very good. Then we have here body work. Your life's purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, like what I was saying, physical therapy or exercise training could also be what you guys are doing. And then let's see, let me even get one of these cards here. Any additional messages about what you need to know about your life's purpose or your life's work. All right, so this one says completion. Completion, and then underneath the deck we have leadership. Yeah, so completion is kind of like leadership. For some reason it makes me feel like you guys are really going to be carrying the pressure of your life's work on your own back. There's going to be a lot of people that definitely don't understand the amount of pressure that your life's work puts on you. Being a healer or an energy healer, a spiritual healer, whatever it may be, a lot of people won't understand the immense amount of pressure that you're carrying. And then we have here the card of completion. Something about completion is confirming to me that a lot of you were very aware of your life's purpose when you were a child, when you were a young child. You may have even played as a doctor or a healer when you were a kid growing up. And there's definitely something to that. There's a reason for that. Underneath the deck here, we have love. It's interesting to see love, and we have these two cups cards down here. But like I was saying, you guys may have gotten emotionally connected to the people that you've been working with. And it can be hard to separate that because your empathy levels are so incredible. So let's see. Let's get some what your inner child wants to tell you about your life's purpose in order to help you complete it. And so we have here the 7 of Cups, and then look, the 10 of Wands. Like I said, you guys are a lot of you guys, yeah, there's going to be a very few people that can understand what you've been tasked with when it comes to your life's work. So we have the 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands. When you were younger, your sense of control may have been triggered, I'd say. You may have dealt with the uncertainty of a loved one at a young age. You may remember losing grandparents or other loved ones with the 7 of Cups right here. And it shaped you with this 10 of Wands. And look at all these Cups cards in your reading. We have what? we've got 4 cups cards out of 6 for you. With the 7 of cups, it talks about making a choice or a decision, but you don't know the contents of what's inside of those cups. So it talks about making a choice or a decision with very limited information. And at a young age, you may have taken emotional responsibility for some of the adults around you with this 10 of Wands right here. And you may have learned to take on other people's problems at a young age without realizing that's what was happening. So you being a natural born healer has so much to do with spiritually and emotionally relieving your own soul. Your inner child said you took too much on, or too much was placed onto you. As a child, there could have been adults around you that were kind of maybe wrapped up in whatever was happening with their own life. And I don't think they realized that you were cognizant or aware of what was happening. Like the adults around you when you were younger, it seems like they may have assumed that you were a young kid. It's like they kind of just saw you as like, oh, they're a young kid. They don't know what's going on. Like, they'll be fine. But you've always been so sensitive and able to feel. So even if you couldn't articulate with words what was happening around you, a part of you was very aware. And no one thought to make sure you weren't carrying those burdens, carrying that energy with you. So you have this incredible empathic ability. Oh my God, I just heard medium too. Some of you are definitely mediums, meaning that you channel energies, which is why even as a young child, you may have felt like your adult parent going through adult things. So it's like even as a child, you may have been able to almost teleport yourself into this adult body, or the parent, the caretaker in your life, and what they were going through. So you may have been able to feel like these adult feelings and energies and been able to place yourself in these adult situations when you were a child. But you didn't have that adult mind to be able to appropriately process what was going on. So it just ended up weighing on you as a 10 of Wands, you know? And it's like, we got to hear from your inner child. Definitely got to get a message from your inner child. What would your inner child like to say? Look at that. Look at that. Disappointments is not the end. It says it is okay to be disappointed. It is okay to make mistakes. We do the best that we can with the knowledge that we have. Like I was saying, you're as a healer, you're doing the best that you can with the healing expertise that you have, and that's all you can do. So it says we do the best we can with the knowledge that we have, but not everything will always turn out as we hope. Exactly. This is a part of life, and though it may feel like the end, it most certainly is not. Do not let disappointments or the fear of disappointment keep you from enjoying life. That is literally, okay, so that's why you're going through that in your life's purpose as well, because it's not just a life's purpose message for you. This is like a life message for you, that disappointment is not the end. Just because somebody comes to you for healing and maybe that healing practice doesn't work, doesn't mean that that's the end. And it doesn't mean that you just have to sit and allow that disappointment to weigh on you like that, you know. But that's something that you got conditioned with as a child, that I have to carry these disappointments, you know. Underneath the deck it says, remember the good. It says, in life, it can be easy to focus on what is missing, on what could be better. But if that is where our attention stays, it will hinder us in being able to absorb the magic of living. Take time today to purposefully acknowledge the good things in your life, those that are around you, and those that you yourself have accomplished. Yes, feel proud of your accomplishments. Like I said, it's not, the Most High knows that you're not God, and that so many things are out of your control, you know. Let's get a couple of past life cards here. This is just kind of for fun, just to see if there's any sort of similar themes or anything like that between your past life and your current incarnation. Oh, look, we have farm coming out with and then health. You guys are spiritual healers. Spiritual healers. You guys may even be into healing animals. You guys may totally be into that. Farms. Like, I love animals and I love farms. I probably couldn't do the farm life myself. It's a lot of work. Too much work. But that could definitely be something that is a common theme that's carried over from your past life into this current one. So beautiful. And because we also have animals right here too. So we have, farming, animals, and then health. I'm loving that. Underneath the deck here we have persecution, and inquisition. But pile 2, this is all that I'm seeing for you guys in terms of messages for your life's purpose, your life's work. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we are starting off with your tarot cards to check out what your life's purpose is. So basically we're just getting some additional details on your life's purpose. So I have 3 different questions, all focused on your life's purpose. These 2 cards right here will be answering the questions about what specific field or niche might be involved with your life's purpose. The cards here in the center will be answering the most important thing that you need to know regarding your life's purpose. And these cards over here to the right will be basically what your inner child would like to tell you about your life's purpose in order to help you complete it. So we're going to be looking into those 3 kind of sectors today concerning your life's purpose. And then we'll also be looking into as well a little bit of past life energy, just to see if there's any sort of common similar themes from your past life that have carried over from your past life into this one. So let's just get started. Very first 2 cards right here, which is looking into what specific field or niche might your life's purpose be involved in. So basically, if your life's purpose manifested as a career or a profession, what industry might it be involved in? And so we have here the Queen of Pentacles and the Tower in reverse. So Queen of Pentacles and Tower in reverse. It's interesting because the Queen of Pentacles is anything but destructive. There's nothing destructive about her. She's all about fertility and life. So these are very different oppositional sort of energies. Something about the Queen of Pentacles is saying motivational speaker or career, encouraging others how to get back up after tragedy and failure with this Tower card right here. You may work with trauma in some way, healing people of their trauma. I just heard past life regression may be a specific field of study for you or interest for you. The Queen of Pentacles is very luxurious, rich, beautiful. So you could study law of attraction, or you may create with the Queen of Pentacles manifestation content, maybe like books or videos or advice on how to manifest and how to attract things in with the Queen of Pentacles. Because like I said, she's just a very attractive queen. Everything about her is all about luxury, beauty, abundance, fertility, and queens are the receptors when it comes to the royal or the court cards in tarot and the minor arcana of tarot. The queens are the feminine authority figures, while the kings are the masculine authority figures. And kings are masculine energy. Masculine energy is more active. Feminine energy is receptive. So this is all about bringing beauty in, bringing in attraction, bringing in luxury, bringing in wealth, bringing in prosperity. And that's why I feel like you guys could revolve a lot around maybe creating content about attraction and law of attraction, things like that. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles also feels like a teacher in your pile, but not the type of teacher that tells their students the answers, but almost sets them up or guides them with Tower in reverse as well, so they can actually stand up on their own 2 feet, like the Star card. So it's like you're not necessarily teaching. Teaching is just more so, you know, you put X and Y together, you get Z. But when it's like you're guiding, it's like you're giving the information and you are allowing the information to be interpreted by the individual. And so I feel like you guys are more so maybe teachers in that way, or guides in that way. The Queen of Pentacles for me, like I said, she's known to be beautiful. So everything surrounding the beauty industry for sure could have something to do with your life's work, makeup, fashion, hairstyling, styling people, creating trends to disrupt old ones. Whatever industry it is, though, that you are in, with this Tower in reverse card right here, it's saying that you are meant to be a disruptor. So your lessons or whatever you teach will be from different, fresh, new angles and perspectives. It's going to be very unique, very you, very original. Tower in reverse, you could also deal with disasters to a certain degree, natural disasters, disasters, man-made disasters, helping people or communities rebuild afterwards. Even with this combo of cards, you may have a very involved future with humanitarian work. And like, so let's just say that your passion in life is maybe doing, maybe your passion in life is creating fashion, right? And it's like somehow that kind of, maybe you donate clothes to somewhere that has been pulverized by a natural disaster or something, you know, maybe you send clothes to a community or something like that to help them. And that's one way that, you know, your passion could kind of spill over into your life's work. Or humanitarian work could be a passion of yours. And you may look at your life's work as the fashion. Queen of Pentacles as well represents, like I said, fertility in life. And Tower represents destruction. So you may revolve around bringing hope to people in places struck by disaster and tragedy. Queen of Pentacles can make your life's work centered around women as well, giving women a voice to speak out about injustices they may be faced, but were maybe silenced with this Tower in reverse card right here by a larger authority or something like that. So you could center your life's work around maybe giving a voice to people that have been silenced or minimized in some way by a corrupt system or by corruption in general with this Tower card in reverse. So you could have a part in exposing or in helping to provide resources for people and women in need. Women in shelters, I keep seeing here as well. So it could be, some of you may be very committed to this specific work as well because you yourself have been in a similar experience with Tower in reverse. And you may see helping other women or people in similar situations as you just paying it forward. But it's actually a massive, massive part of your life's purpose, pile 3. Some of you are meant to explore, study, and work in occult practices as well. There's a lot of privacy surrounding you in this pile. Something about this Tower card in reverse, I keep getting this flash or like this visual of when your life's purpose is kind of popping up as like a visual, it's darkened in some way. And that lets me know that there could be some sort of work in the occult when I see things like that. So it could involve working in witchcraft, spirituality, occultism, astrology, any sort of divinatory practice or spiritual practice. Because Tower in reverse, it feels so private. So you may somehow make it possible for people to comfortably practice maybe and study their own beliefs where they were normally shunned for doing so, wherever they came from. So very protective energy, very private energy, protection around women for sure. And there could even be a product that you end up creating and selling. This product could be geared towards women specifically. So let's get a couple of oracle cards for you. Some additional oracle cards just to see if there's any other messages regarding your life's work, purpose, career, profession. So we have here, it says crafter. It says there's some, oh wait, this is 2 cards. Okay, I think crafter wanted to be seen. I'll show you guys setback though too. But crafter says there's something wonderful just waiting to be expressed with your hands. Yeah, I was kind of picking that up. You guys may be into like creating fashion or something, but it says consider careers doing homemade items or some kind of craft project. Think of ways to generate money that no other has done before, or try something new. Like I said, you guys are here to disrupt trends and disrupt things that have already been here. You guys are here, like I said, you guys' works is going to be very original, very different, very unique to you and what you do. People won't be able to like replicate or duplicate it. I'm going to just show you guys setbacks, but I don't believe this is your card. It says your attempts to increase your income have been largely unsuccessful. This financial setback is forcing you to get more organized with your finances. Do not lose hope. Use this time to learn from your mistakes. I feel like this was just for someone here, but let's see. Let's shuffle for one more card. Any other additional messages regarding your life's work or life's purpose? We have here student. Like I said, some of you guys are like a teacher. You're meant to be a teacher, and so your life's work may heavily involve teaching others or having a lot of students. It says work with a mentor to learn new skills or teach you how to implement your plans. You could be in school to pursue higher education or work for a school district. Okay. Teach yourself to succeed with money or get a financial advisor to teach you. So some of you guys definitely have teaching involved in your life's work. Let me see. Unrealistic was underneath students. So I'll show you guys, but I'm not going to keep it out. It says your expectations in the future are unrealistic and need revision. perhaps your vision is big and may require a plan and need more careful thought. You could be setting yourself up for failure if you do not set realistic financial goals. Underneath the deck, we have goals and it says, don't let the world lead you. Take the steering wheel and take control of your life. This would be a good time to write down your goals and aspirations. Focus on creating and managing a budget. So let's check out the most important thing to know regarding your life's purpose. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse, and we have the Ten of Cups upright. Some of you, for whatever reason, I just got like a rush of energy down the right side of my body. It kind of felt electric almost. But some of you, for whatever reason, like I said, your life's work is very guarded, it's very private, it's darkened when I see it pop up visually in your reading. And that could also be because of safety reasons. So some of you may have to keep your work from your family or your loved ones just because it's safer not to talk about too many details with the Six of Swords in reverse. Or you guys just don't talk about your work in your family, at home, maybe at the dinner table. This is just something that you guys might not touch on or might not talk about for some of you in pile 3. But something about your life's purpose may challenge your beliefs as well along the way with the Six of Swords in reverse. And when you feel too destabilized or too ungrounded, it's family. It's your loved ones with this Ten of Cups that just, it recenters you so beautifully. They really help you keep in line with, why did you start? Why are you doing what you're doing? You know, what made you begin in the first place? And it's like they kind of remind you of the reason that you got started to begin with, the reason that you got started in the first place. And I'm seeing something with the Ten of Cups here, like your family being extremely supportive. So even if work kind of keeps you away from your family a lot of the times, I'm not personally picking up that this is something that your loved ones hound you about. Like, oh, you work too much. Like, they really understand, they really get it. And it feels like, or it seems to be, that most of them are really cheering you on. And they're almost like your backbone in a way when it comes to your life's work. You pull a lot of strength from your family or your loved ones, whether this is the family that you are related to by blood or the family that you have chosen. They will feel like your backbone so many times because there's this sense of wanting to like create a better environment, world, or life for other people, maybe even for your children or some people in your own family. And your loved ones just really believe in that too, and they really get behind that. And I don't know, it's almost like this sense of like protection, like they feel like they have to protect you because they can also sense how important this purpose is to you, or they can also sense how important your purpose is in the grand scheme of things. Like there's something that they may be able to spiritually or energetically sense about your purpose, that it's important, and kind of like to stay out of your way in so many ways. Like they're not going to be a headache for you when it comes to this because they already know that something surrounding your life's work or your life's purpose is already a little bit headachy or challenging a little bit with the Six of Swords in reverse. Your work has so much meaning to you, right? And that's beautiful because a life purpose is meant to provide meaning. That's why God gives us purpose, right? But sometimes with the Six of Swords in reverse, it's really going to challenge you. Sometimes it's purpose. You may wonder if it's worth it, ask if it's worth it, but that's when you're really tired. Let me also say that it's only when you are mentally tired and exhausted when you start to question, like, is this really worth it? You know, it's like you start thinking a little less clear when you're really exhausted by your work. At times you may feel like giving up, or you may be fighting not to give up on this purpose because of how much it requires of you. It may feel like a lot at times, right? But your family is such a source of strength. You've got some really cool people around you that won't allow you to give up no matter how tired you feel or how challenging things get. It's like every time you get fed up, your loved ones have a word for you or something to say to encourage you to keep going. And that's so beautiful, Pile 3. The most important thing to know about your life's purpose is the beautiful people that the universe has surrounded you with. And I love that message here. And if you've been doing this alone, you will not be doing this alone for much longer with this 10 of Cups, which talks about a surplus of love, people, and positive connections all around you that you can really trust, depend on, and rely on. Okay, so let's see. Let's get some additional oracle cards here as far as important or things that you need to know regarding your life's purpose. Okay, look at that. Look at what fell over face up. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. This is what I'm saying. You've got like literal angels around you. And it's in the spiritual form as well as even in the physical form. You have physical like angels around, or like the physical people around you, they have almost like this angelic presence to them. And that's why they're so able to help or able to recenter you in a way where it's like, oh my God, after I talk to like my mom or a grandparent or my best friend, I just feel so much better. You know, it's going to be kind of like that. That was just an example, but it'll be kind of like that. Let's see. Let's get another one. What was that? Family. You guys see what wanted to flip over? Loving your friends and family is central to your life's purpose. And then look at spiritual teacher poking out. I'm going to keep shuffling because it didn't flip all the way over. Oh, okay. Oh, look, we've got counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. Yeah. Counseling could totally be in you guys's, a part of you guys' life's work. And that may be why there's an air of privacy around that, because like a lot of counselors, obviously they're not allowed to talk about their patients and why their patients are seeing them. So there could be an air of privacy surrounding that because you're a counselor. And that may be why I picked up that you guys don't talk about your work with your family and stuff like that. We have your creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. So you guys may also have some creative gifts as well. Like I was kind of picking up with you guys and the Queen of Pentacles over here because she's such a beautiful, luxurious kind of queen. And then we do have Crafter right here. Yeah. And then underneath the deck, look, teacher. I'm so done with you guys. Teacher, it says you inspire young people to learn. You guys are definitely meant to be teachers. Yeah, we got student over here too. Teacher, counselor, something like that. Underneath teaching was school. The answer that you were seeking involves going to school. So you're going to be like a school to a lot of people in your life. And that may be what's exhausting. That may exhaust you a little bit because you're trying to guide so many people maybe. So don't forget to like lean on your loved ones. Let's get one additional card. Okay, let's see. We have here relationship change. That also came out. Some of you guys, you may be going through some sort of a relationship change as well. That may be why I'm picking up like this exhaustion. Some of you guys, you may be going through some sort of like big life change. And you're still trying to show up and guide and teach and help and assist. And it's like, it's too much. Especially if you're dealing with some sort of like big relationship change. So some of you could be going through some sort of a separation, a breakup, something like that. But don't worry about, if you're wondering like, oh my gosh, like, well, I'm currently going through this right now where it's like your relationship is changing. If that's the case, don't worry about the universe bringing more people into your life, drawing more people into your life. That is really going to be able to help you, really be able to assist you. And underneath the deck here, we have effort. Like I said, it's going to take a lot of effort. It may be a little bit challenging at times too. Let's check out what your inner child wants to tell you about your life's purpose and how to complete it. So we have here, we've got the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, okay, and then Strength in reverse. All right. 111 may also be a significant number for some of you. Okay, so you have the Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and Strength in reverse. You're gonna need some help. You're going to need help to some degree when it comes to your life's work with the Six of Pentacles here, which is also confirming a little more that you may get into humanitarian work, but you won't be able to do everything required of you without assistance. Six of Wands says that there's going to be so many times where you get to like pat yourself on the back with maybe another person that you've helped or another goal that you've reached within your life's work. But then right behind it will be someone else in need or another goal to work at. Both of these are sixes here, right? Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, which means they match each other in energy-wise. So with every win, there's another person to help coming in right behind it. These two sixes are mirroring each other. So what you experience with the Six of Wands, boom, it's gonna bounce back and like kind of initiate a Six of Pentacles sort of experience or moment as well. So like I was saying, it could be like with every win, there's another person that you have to help, or with every product sold, there's more to create. Supply and demand is all over your reading. But your inner child wants to warn against doing this by yourself. Do not try to be a superhero and do everything yourself. There's a reason why your life's purpose calls for other souls to come in and assist you. Strength in reverse is your inner child saying, do not hurt yourself trying to help others or trying to push yourself too hard to get the job done. It is not worth it. And this is why you will be surrounded by assistance, resources, other hands willing to reach and help or volunteer and donate. So be open to the help that finds you, pile 3. I'm also hearing whatever you do for others, make sure you do it for yourself. This is something that your inner child is saying that you maybe didn't do a lot of growing up, or when you were younger. You may have always been kind of like a caretaker, even as a child maybe, very considerate and very empathic. And so it's like you may neglect yourself quite a bit, especially when there's a list of things to do. So there will always, this is something that your inner child really needs you to hear, there will always be another thing to do from that list. Make sure you are resting as much as you are working. Do not let the work harm you by exhausting yourself. That's very, very important. All right, so let's get some messages from your inner child. Some additional messages. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Okay, I'm going to read the ones that fell face down. So we have be still, gratitude brings abundance, flow with the rhythm. Okay, what were these? We have I am and review your responsibilities. So it says your body is a wondrous thing filled with light and love just for you. Create space today to move in tune with your body, finding a place where you can be alone in silence or with instrumental music. Let your body flow how it desires. Get lost in your rhythms and release any notion of how you can or should move. Do not worry how it may appear. Be still says, get it to focus, to stay needlessly busy. Look at that. What I was just saying that your inner child was saying, there's always going to be another thing to do, so don't let it exhaust you. It says with be still, to stay needlessly busy is to stay distracted, something that can help us survive our pains and troubles but does nothing to heal them. Though it may seem daunting, take the time to be still, relax and let your senses rest, putting away all sources of stimulus. Let the silence envelop you and let yourself just be. And then with gratitude brings abundance, it says the act of gratefulness is a door that leads into abundance of spirit and heart, allowing us to more deeply enjoy this life that we live. Set aside time today to remember all that you have to be thankful for, inviting your feelings of gratitude to overflow every part of your being with their dazzling warmth and light. Why aren't you focusing? All right, there we go. And then underneath the deck, let me see, what was underneath the deck? We have keep your word underneath the deck. It says, our inner child has always been sensitive to a promise broken, a desire disregarded, and a hope lost. It is paramount that we show consistency with ourselves and do what we say we will do, particularly when it involves our inner child. Start with something easy and practice consistency by keeping your word today. And finally, let's get a couple of past life cards just to see if there's any sort of similar common themes that you guys can recognize between your past life energy and this one. So we have here medicine man or woman. So you may have been a medicine man or woman in your past life. Like I said, some of you guys, you may resonate with witchcraft, occultism, things like that. You may have come from a line of people in your family that practice that. Let's see what else. Oh, then we have here angels. Just like it says, talk to your angels right here. Wow, I don't know what that means. And as far as past lives, I'm not sure. Maybe in your past life, you got very close to angels, communicating with them, working with them. And underneath the deck here, we have trees. I was actually just talking to somebody on Patreon last night about, I love a great tree hugging moment, because they're just, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it feels like they heal a sense of anxiety or something. To me, it seems that way anyways. But yeah, angels, trees, medicine man or woman could have something to do with your past life, pile 3, and any sort of common themes that you may see in this life. But pile 3, this is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, healthy, and blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys.